everything that you need to know about model castings. What's up, guys? It's the Dominique Denise, your favorite model coach. And today I was feeling a little bit of a darker mood, got my black vibes going on. But that's besides the point, because today we will be talking about model castings. Specifically, what they are, how to prepare for them, and what to expect while you're there. But before we get started, make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell icon so you always get a notification every time I post a video, which is every other Thursday. Now let's dive into today's topic. What is a model casting? It's how a model gets a job. It's their audition process. It's where a model showcases their talent in the hopes that the client hires them. Something similar that you may have heard of is a go-see. A go-see is basically the same thing as a model casting, except it's one-on-one, where it's just you and the client. Most model castings are not one-on-one. They are very large and could have up to thousands of people, depending on how popular the job is. The casting could be for a runway show, or it could be for a photography campaign, whether it's for clothing, shoes, jewelry, etc. But the casting is how you will get a job as a model besides a direct booking or a go-see. Now, a casting could be done either in person or virtually. Let's talk about both. In-person casting details will usually include the title of the project, the date of the casting, the location of the casting, a time frame for you to show up, and sometimes they'll even ask you to wear something in particular. Online castings will also give you the title of the project, but there will be submission deadlines instead of a date for the casting and a location for the casting. Make sure that you always submit in time. They may also ask you to send digitals or walking videos if applicable, and maybe some other things for what their specific needs are, as well as they'll ask for your measurements. Now let's hone in on in-person castings with how to prepare and what to expect. To prepare for an in-person casting, you want to get your portfolio ready with only your best pictures. You also want to have anywhere from 5 to 20 comp cards on you. Don't forget, it's your modeling business card. But you want to have these comp cards on you because there's going to be a minimum of 3 people associated with the casting when it comes to casting directors and those helping the casting directors. At castings, there can be many other people there as well though. Maybe there's photographers there, maybe some designers are there. So you want to have some extra comp cards to hand out to any important industry people. You also want to make sure though for an in-person casting that you are dressing the part. For some castings, I told you before, they could specify a certain outfit that they want you to wear. For example, some castings that I see ask you to wear blue jeans and a white top. But if a casting doesn't explicitly specify what it wants you to wear, you should always wear your default, which is model uniform. Model uniform is all black and fitted. For my ladies, that means black leggings or skinny jeans and a black fitted top, which could be a crop top or a tank top or a t-shirt. But stay away from long sleeves as we want to show off our arms still as well. For your shoes, you want to make sure that you are wearing a stiletto heel, preferably nude or black. For gentlemen, you will also wear black and fitted, which could be either black skinny or straight leg pants, either jeans or dress pants, a black t-shirt, black v-neck, or black button down. For your shoes, you want to wear a black dress shoe. And ladies, let's not forget about our hair, our makeup, and our nails. Your hair should be down and natural. And for those of you that don't necessarily wear your natural hair, you should wear the hair that you wear the most often. That is your go-to look. For your makeup, the more natural, the better. None would be the absolute best. But if you can't get away with wearing zero makeup, then the maximum amount of makeup that you should be wearing should be concealer, a few coats of mascara, lip gloss or chapstick, and that is pretty much it. If anything, just a light fill-in of the brow if you have to do your brows, but they should not be like your caked to perfection eyebrows. Your nails should be natural length and a natural color. So if you have acrylic nails or any artificial nail of some kind, make sure that it's not too long, just a few centimeters above your skin. You also want to make sure that it is a natural color. So pink, beigey, tan tones that you want to stick with, or just have a clear coat. If you have your natural nails, you can also just have no polish at all, but still groom your cuticles and clean your fingernails so they're not dirty. And don't forget about your toes, especially if you're wearing open toe shoes. Make sure that your toes follow these guidelines as well. Another thing to do to prepare for your casting is to absolutely memorize your measurements. Trust me, they will be asked for. You also want to make sure that you are practicing your walk, your poses, your facial expressions, whatever is the main focus of the casting. And lastly, for preparation, let's talk about that time frame. Usually a casting will give you a time frame to show up. For our purposes, let's say it says 12 to 4. I personally want you to arrive 15 to 30 minutes early to the start of the casting. So we're talking around 11:30, 11:45. Why? Why should you arrive so early? Well, even though you can technically arrive at any point in that time frame, you never know how popular this casting will be. If it's a casting that has like hundreds or thousands of people there, you can arrive at noon and the line will already be an hour long. I have arrived to castings where I arrived 15 minutes early and the line was 2 hours long. So you want to arrive early for your casting because you never know how long the line might already be by the time that you get there. And if you're waiting in line for a long time, let's say the casting is 12 to 4, you get there at 11:45, the line is 2 hours long. Now you're not even getting seen until around 2 o'clock or so. If that line is that long, imagine how many people they have seen in that time frame. You never know when the casting directors can just step out and say, thank you everyone for coming, but we've seen enough talent for the day, we've made our decisions, we know what we need. And then everyone else that is waiting in line to be seen now has to go home without ever even attending the casting in front of the casting directors. Do you really want to wait in line for 2+ hours and not get seen? I don't think so. Now let's talk about what to expect when you get to the casting. Again, like I said, arrive early just in case there's a lot of people there. But also expect your casting to start when you get out of the car. So you should be on full model persona as soon as you get out of the car. That means I want you walking into that building with your head held high, your posture in perfect model posture, and you walk through that building with your best model walk. Why? You don't know who's watching everyone walk in. You don't know if there's a casting director looking outside the window watching people arrive, or if there's even someone associated with the project outside in general. The last thing that you want to be is that person fighting with their mom or someone on the phone or having a mental breakdown or whatever it is before you get into the building and they see that. They don't want to hire that person. Always put your best foot forward. So your first impression starts the second you get out of the car. Your first step at the casting will be to sign in. This is where they will ask for all of your contact information and your measurements. Some castings will ask for your talent email and your talent Instagram as well. So make sure that you have these prepared and ready. Then they may or may not take some digitals of you. These are just a headshot and body shot and 3/4 shot of you in your natural hair and makeup and model uniform so the casting directors can put your face to your application and your contact information when they go to review everyone that attended the casting. And if this is a runway casting, you might be given some directions on how they want you to walk. If you miss the directions, I urge you not to ask the casting directors or the production associates to repeat themselves. You don't want to be known as the model that doesn't listen. So if you do miss the instructions, just ask a fellow model in line with you. Then they may interview you or ask you some questions. Don't let this make you nervous or scare you. Just answer the questions candidly with a shining personality. Make sure that your answers aren't one word, but that they also aren't paragraphs either. Just a few sentences. And make sure that when you're answering these questions, you are showing your confidence at all times. Because if you aren't, there's someone behind you who will be. And if they don't ask to see your portfolio and comp cards during the casting, then create your own opportunity for them to do so. Give them your portfolio right before they ask you questions or right before you walk. And same thing with your comp cards. Don't be scared to put yourself out there. And as you leave the casting, make sure that you are still in model mode until you get back into your car. for the same reasons why you should be in model mode as soon as you get out of your car when you arrive at the casting. Now that the casting is over, I'm sure you want to know how you will know if you got the job. Sometimes they might tell you right after the casting if you got the job, but this isn't usually likely. If you did get the job, you'll usually receive a congratulations email within about 2 weeks from the casting. And if you haven't heard anything after about 2 to 4 weeks from the casting, then at this point it is safe to assume that you did not get the job. Most casting directors will not reach out to you telling you that you did not get a job, only if you did get a job. And now let's dive deeper into online castings. To prepare for them, you want to take some digitals. These are just natural pictures of you in model uniform with natural hair and makeup against a blank white wall or background. You want to make sure that you have a full body shot, a 3/4 body shot, a head shot, and a profile shot for you to submit. And most runway castings will ask for a walking video. You can just prop up your phone somewhere or have a family member take a video of your best model walk. Then you want to take any other pictures or videos that are requested specifically for the casting. And you want to know your measurements and your contact information, as they will certainly ask for them. And a lot of online castings will ask you to submit a digital comp card. Here, I go over how to create your own comp card. Merge the front and back PDFs of your comp card into one document, save that as a new PDF comp card, and then send that out to the casting. And here's what you can expect once you've submitted for the online casting. So you've submitted everything that they've asked for and only what they asked for. That is very important. Don't submit any more or any less. If they ask for your contact information in a comp card, then only send your contact info in a comp card. Don't send extra pictures or extra information. Don't send less either. Exactly what they ask for. And the same rules apply for knowing if you got the job or not. You usually receive an email with congratulations in about 2 weeks. And if you haven't heard anything within about 2 to 4 weeks after you have submitted for the casting, then it is safe to assume that you did not get the job. And that was pretty much everything that you need to know about model castings. What they are, how to prepare, and what to expect. If you have any questions about anything in this video or anything else about the modeling industry, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. As your go-to model coach, that's what I'm here for. But if you like this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you always get a notification every time I post a video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a fantastic rest of your day.